So a new AMD GPU may have leaked online. This article is coming from Tech Radar. We're going to read this and then discuss this because more GPUs for mining? Why not? Here's why this one is different. This doesn't look like a modified Big Navi graphics card. That's bad. Okay. Specs for a rumored AMD mining GPU have popped up online, indicating that the new Big Navi 22 powered card could get roughly 39.06 mega hash crypto mining hash rate. Mining what? What are you mining here? We kind of need that information when it comes to GPU mining. What are you mining? Is it hash rate on Ethereum? Is it hash rate on Bitcoin? Sorry about that. The dogs are barking. So anyways, the card specs and accompanying photos were sent to video cards by a reader, claiming the photos came from a Chinese source and came with very little information other than what could be gleaned from the photos themselves, though these do tell us a lot if valid. For starters, there's a fanless card design. So these cards appear to be meant for a passively cooled server setup. The card also uses two 8-pin power connectors on the rear of the card rather than the top, further indicating that this is not a consumer-focused design. The XFX logo near the card's PCIe connector indicates that this is an aftermarket card rather than a card coming directly from AMD, which is something we've seen with NVIDIA's CMP cards as well. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here it explains it. The photo comes with a screenshot of the card's mining performance for Ethereum using the latest version of NB Miner, showing a hash rate of 39.06 mega hash, as well as showing its memory configuration, 10 gigabytes, and other relevant specs. Hold on. 39 mega hash for Ethereum on a 10 gigabyte card? I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't sound too good to me. All right. Analysis: industrial scale crypto mining is going to remain a drag on consumer graphics cards. The idea of AMD making a crypto mining card might not seem unusual since Nvidia is also developing crypto specific processors. But it really does feel like a bit of a distraction. Nvidia making a crypto mining card makes some sense, but that's largely because Nvidia is at least publicly concerned that gamers and PC enthusiasts are struggling to get their hands on its latest graphics cards. No, they're not. They're not concerned. They just want to make money. And if they make mining specific cards, then that kills the used card market, as far as like the mining cards go. So no, that they're not concerned with PC gamers and enthusiasts. No, they're not. AMD hasn't been making nearly as much noise on that front, so it really doesn't seem as bothered that its cards are being used for crypto mining rather than gaming. We've reached out to AMD, blah blah blah. What makes this card somewhat more interesting than previous crypto mining cards, though, is that this one appears to be specifically built for an industrial crypto mining operation rather than repurposed consumer graphics card with its output ports removed. Video cards suggest that this card might be a repurposed Radeon RX 6700 or 6700M, which is certainly possible. What's clear, though, is that this isn't meant for small-time miners, but for bigger operators who can passively cool server full of cards running as hot as 92C when hitting that 39 mega hash rate. That is a hot card. I don't even like my cards getting over 60C, much less 92C, considering how most cards are thermal throttled once you get to that 82 or higher mark. I mean, 92C is just, that's a bit much, man. That is a bit much. I don't know about that one. If AMD or its partners are building industrial scale mining processors powered by Navi 22, there is no getting around the fact that this means one less Navi 22 GPU that could be going to ease graphics card stock shortages for the rest of us. And since industrial scale mining operations are much more likely to remain in operation than smaller individual miners packing consumer graphics cards into ad HOC mining rigs, it's pretty much all but certain that gamers and enthusiasts hoping to get their hands on new graphics cards will have to reckon with crypto mining in some capacity for the foreseeable future. both with this generation of graphics cards and those that follow after. All right, so let's talk about this for a minute here. First things first, graphics cards that are designed for crypto mining, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that because the whole thing about these kind of cards is you won't get a lot of people who buy these cards. The ones that do, it's a waste. These are a waste of cards because it's adding to the technology waste that is currently a problem anyways, and you're killing the aftermarket community in that regards, because then these cards could essentially go somewhere after they're done being mined on. Now, I wouldn't say to go and buy a graphics card that is being mined on by like one of the big mining, mining chains or whatever, just because they just run the cards nonstop at full heat and all of that, and that's a problem because that's what kills cards. I've had a lot of people who talk to me about, or who ask me about, would mining kill the graphics cards, and to that I say no. If it's done properly. That's another video for another day. When it comes to something like this, though, you're talking 39 mega hash on this card. How much would this card even cost? Like, if we were buying this card, how much would this card even cost? We don't even know. I mean, I personally wouldn't see myself buying something like this. I mean, anyway, you're talking about fanless card design, so that means that you have to do cooling, like proper cooling to this card, because you're going to overheat it and it's going to damage the card anyways. So I mean, they did mention that this is more so for those people who can do proper cooling on a massive scale, such as a huge mining rig. I mean, this is definitely interesting, but it's not something that us as regular miners, or small scale miners, I should say, we have our gaming PCs, or we have our PCs that we mine on. This isn't something that we would buy at all, but it's interesting nonetheless to see it, specifically because we know that NVIDIA has done this with the 1060s, or I'm sorry, the 3060s, or I said 1060s. Was it 30? Not 3060s. 1660 Supers, I think it was what they were doing it with. Regardless, I mean, NVIDIA did this, right? NVIDIA did this. And it just sucks. I don't like seeing this. I really don't, because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm a gamer first, a miner second, and to see something like this really sucks, because I could use this kind of graphics card to build a gaming PC, and then if somebody wanted to mine off of it after, then they could. That's just the way that I see it. I mean, you guys might have your own opinions on this, but that's how I see it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for, but I can't speak today. Thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I appreciate it, especially considering how this is like a news topic discussion. I will see you guys in the next video. Everybody hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new. We're almost at the 1K mark for subscribers. Help me get there. I'd appreciate it. And everybody, happy mining.